Good afternoon. I am Kevin Eltife and am honored to serve on the University of Texas System Board of Regents and currently serve as chairman of the board. I am joined here today with my fellow regent, Christina Melton Crane, who serves as chair of the Health Affairs Committee and does an incredible job and has been very supportive of our new medical school. Also with us today is our student regent, Neil Muchala, who represents students from across the UT system and soon will be graduating from medical school. Our entire board is beyond excited about the commitment we have made to UT Tyler and the new medical school, and we appreciate all of you sharing this incredible day with us. Today, we will break ground on a new $308 million medical education building in which our future physicians will be trained. Today marks the culmination of years of efforts by many education leaders, elected officials, philanthropists, and community partners whose long-standing support will enable UT Tyler to educate a new class of physicians every year whose life work will be dedicated to improving the lives of East Texans for generations to come. Thank all of you for entrusting the UT system with this incredible responsibility. I'd like to recognize some special guests we have with us today, and we will start with those on the platform who've all played a vital role in making today a reality. Of course, we are incredibly honored to have with us Governor Greg Abbott, who we will introduce and hear from shortly, but let's give our incredible governor a round of applause. On the platform with the governor is our regent, Christina Melton Crane, Chancellor J.B. Milliken, UT Tyler President Kirk Calhoun, UT Tyler Executive Vice President of Health Affairs, Dr. Julie Philly, and UT Tyler Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Brigham Willis. All of these individuals have played an incredible role. We want to thank members of the Texas legislature here with us today who sacrificed their time and talent to serve all of us in Austin and have been so supportive of our efforts to create this medical school. If you'll hold your applause till I read them all out, we'll give them a round of applause when done. Our incredible, great Senator Brian Hughes, Representative Cole Hefner, Representative Matt Schaefer from Tyler, Representative Jay Dean, and Representative Gary Van Dever. These guys do an incredible job. Thank you all. We are also honored to have with us today the following elected officials who do so much to serve our community, and we appreciate all their efforts in making today a reality. Let us never forget the sacrifices that public officials make, time away from their family and their work. So let's hold your applause till the end, but let's recognize these incredible local elected officials. Congressman Nathaniel Moran, please stand. Tyler Mayor Don Warren, please stand. Tyler Council members, Stuart Haney, Bob Westbrook, James Wynn, Shirley McKellar, and Broderick McGee. Jim Worthen, Chief Justice of 12th Court of Appeals, is with us, and Justices of the Appeals Court, Justice Brian Hull and Justice Greg Neely. Please stand. And we have some members from our great County Commissioners Court. Our County Judge, Neil Franklin, please stand. Pam Frederick, Smith County Commissioner, and Ronnie McKinney, Gregg County Commissioner. Let's welcome them and thank them for being here. I think I see Councilman Brad Curtis. I don't think I mentioned his name. Brad, please stand to be recognized. Thank you for being here. From the UT system, Vice Chancellor John Zerwas, Vice Chancellor Archie Holmes, and Executive Vice Chancellor Jonathan Pruitt. Thank all of you for being here today. A special thank you to Rhonda Safety, Julie Philly, and Daniel Delott for their hard work in helping us orchestrate this groundbreaking and for all they have done and continue to do to advance our medical school. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce someone I've worked with for over 20 years, and we are very appreciative for his work and it's been a pleasure to work with him over the years. It's been a dream of ours for this medical school since the day he got here. President Dr. Kirk Calhoun.
Thank you, Chairman Eltife. It's always a good day in East Texas, and today is a really good day in East Texas. I am Kirk Calhoun, MD, and on behalf of UT Tyler and our students, faculty, and staff, I welcome Governor Greg Abbott, Regents Chair Kevin Eltife, our Regents Health Affairs Chair Christina Melton Crane, our very important elected leadership, who we can't really be successful at all without their support, our UT system leadership, our UT donors, who have really been great for us, as well as our partners and the East Texas community. And I thank all of you for where we are today. We could not have done it without everyone who is in this room. UT Tyler is honored to host this new medical school right here in East Texas. We take this responsibility very seriously, and we will work hard to make you proud. Improving the health of Texans is our goal. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And now it is my privilege to introduce you to the Chancellor of the University of Texas System, J.B. Milliken.
Thank you, Mr. President. It is an honor and a delight to be with all of you today. I want to thank everybody for being here, and I especially want to thank you for your support of this institution and the hard work that all of you have done to bring about this game-changing new medical center in Tyler. I want to express my gratitude on behalf of my colleagues across the entire UT system for the leadership of Governor Greg Abbott and for the tremendous support of our elected officials, our philanthropists, and others who have come together to advance education, healthcare, and economic prosperity in East Texas. So H.Y. Benedict, who was the longest serving president of the University of Texas, said in the early 30s that public confidence is the only real endowment of a state university. I wish I'd said that. Public confidence is the only real endowment of a state university. And it's times like this that confirms the wisdom of that observation. Historical progress like that's being celebrated today requires the faith and the confidence of many in all of our ability to serve our students, our patients, and our community. I have one more observation. A mentor, president of the university, who was a mentor of mine, once said that nothing really big happens without the partnership of government, the private sector, and the university. I sort of wish I'd said that too. We're celebrating today an achievement that reflects the wisdom of both of those observations. To be successful, universities have to have the confidence of the people. And for something really, really big to happen, we need the alignment of the state and our private supporters with us. They're all responsible for this kind of progress that we're celebrating, and no one understands that requirement more than Kevin Eltife, the chairman of the Board of Regents. He understands He has an understanding of each of these essential partners and how important it is that they work together. We would not be here today if it weren't for Chairman Eltife's leadership. Now, if he had a chance to review my prepared remarks, he would have scratched out all the part that talked about him. that's only one of the reasons I never let him see what I'm going to say. His leadership has helped grow and sustain the public's trust in the University of Texas system, and we're seeing the result today. He earned that trust with years of service in Tyler as a member of the Texas Senate and now serving statewide as the chairman of the Board of Regents. And he's done great work on behalf of Tyler and the region, to be sure, but now 13 institutions, 255,000 students from El Paso to MD Anderson. And it has been my tremendous good fortune to be able to work closely with him on a lot of important initiatives, none more important than today's celebration of transforming medical education and healthcare in Northeast Texas. Governor, I know it goes without saying that when you appoint regents, you have the full expectation that they will do everything within their authority to effectively utilize the university system's resources to do great things for the state. From my own observation, you've been really successful at this. So thank you, Governor. It's a great time for Texas, for Northeast Texas, for Tyler, for the UT system. Deeply appreciated for everything that all of you have done to make this day happen. Thank you.
I promise I didn't have anything to do with that. I promise. Thank you, President Calhoun, and thank you, Chancellor Milliken, for those kind words. I was born just a few blocks from this site in what was then Mother Frances Hospital. My father died when I was a year and a half old, and many of you have heard me say many times, my mother was an incredible individual who single-handedly raised 3 hoodlum children that grew up to actually be successful. She also had the help of this community in raising us. I remember well over the years my teachers, neighbors, and friends who helped raise, encourage, and support me. It speaks to the very fiber of this community, and it is without a doubt why we are here today, standing on the shoulders of so many in this community who have given so much over the years to make Tyler the very special place that it is. Forget our titles, forget our stations in life, forget our backgrounds. We are all here because we care about future generations, and we want to pay forward the blessings that have been bestowed upon all of us. We are here to build and create a medical school that, once open, will be a game changer for students and families throughout all of Northeast Texas and will have a major impact on our economy. We're giving back to future generations so that their healing hands may one day help our neighbors. Philippians 2:4 says, look not only to your own interest, but also to the interest of others. That scripture is what we're doing here today. We offer thanks to our incredible governor who is with us today. When he appointed us to the University of Texas Board of Regents, he made his vision clear to us to move the UT system forward, to be bold, and to use our resources to create as many opportunities as possible for our fellow Texans. Thanks to our governor's vision and directions, our board has done just that, as we have taken bold and decisive actions to create this medical school. Just a few of the things that have taken place over the last few years. In 2018, the board approved a partnership with Ardent Healthcare Systems to create the now called UT Health East Texas. In 2019, the board voted unanimously to allocate $95 million from the Permanent University Fund to the UT Health Science Center at Tyler to construct 2 new facilities to accelerate high-quality health education in our part of the state. 1 month later, Regents authorized the alignment of talent and assets at UT Tyler and UT Health Science Center at Tyler to enhance educational research for our students, and we appointed Dr. Kirk Calhoun, the president of that new aligned institution. In 2020, the Board of Regents voted to establish a new medical school in Tyler, giving East Texans the chance to pursue their medical aspirations without needing to leave this area. We have 3 great hospital systems right here in Tyler: UT Health East Texas, Christus Trinity Mother Frances, and Baylor Scott and White. Having more healthcare professionals in our area will have a positive impact on all our hospitals and lift all services in this region. True to the generous nature of our community, the East Texas Medical Center Foundation stepped forward with an $80 million contribution to help us pursue this dream of a medical school. This initial gift was the catalyst for the formation of this school and was the largest ever made to help establish a medical school in Texas. Would the members of the East Texas Medical Center Foundation Board here please stand and let us say thank you again for this incredible contribution. Governor, when we showed up at the legislature to seek approval for this medical school, we had $100 million in philanthropy and $100 million from the UT board in hand. I'm not sure of any delegation seeking a medical school that has shown up at the legislature with $200 million in hand and had their request approved their very first legislative session. That's because we're Tyler, Texas. So to you, Governor, we owe you a profound gratitude for being supportive of our efforts from the beginning, and to our legislative delegation from East Texas for your determination and support to see it through. When we welcome our first class of medical students, all 40 of them will receive full 4-year scholarships thanks to the $4 million gift from the R.W. Fair Foundation. Just think about the impact that will have on aspiring students knowing they will graduate medical school without any significant financial burden. Will the members of the Fair Foundation Board please stand and let us say thank you for this incredible gift. The Robert M. Rogers Foundation has contributed $10 million to our medical school to support a central issue in our society today, mental health. We are so grateful to Robin and the Rogers Foundation for this very thoughtful and important investment, and they do so much, not just here, but all across this community. Would you please stand and let us say thank you? The philanthropy continues to come, and as you can tell, Governor, we are very proud of what this community has done working together and accomplished over the last few years to create this medical school. The Board of Regents was so proud of these accomplishments, we committed $300 million for the needed cost of this new building that we will break ground on today. Unheard of for the PUF to donate that much money to UT Tyler. We are extremely proud of it and happy to do it. Governor Abbott, you have always been committed to serving our entire state. Back in 2004, then Attorney General Abbott came to Longview, Texas to swear me in the Texas Senate. I remember well at the swearing in, you telling me you would always be there to make sure our region of the state would have a seat at the table. I cannot count how many times you have been here to visit us and how many times you've listened to our problems and helped us solve them, including making sure we had a seat at the table on the University of Texas Board of Regents. You have counseled us, guided us, and supported us. You have made sure we use our resources effectively and efficiently to benefit our fellow Texans. Thanks to you, we will break ground today on a facility for which our future students will one day graduate and will make the lives of our fellow Texans a healthy and more prosperous one. We will forever be grateful for your leadership and all you have done to make today a reality. We would not be here today without the support of Governor Greg Abbott. Please welcome our great Governor, Greg Abbott.
Thank you all very much. Well, this is an extraordinary day for Tyler, Texas, an extraordinary day for East Texas. Everybody knows the important role that healthcare plays in the lives of everyone, but also the important role that healthcare plays in the lives of Communities need access to high quality health care, especially the kind of health care that can come from something like a medical school, but especially communities that are more rural in nature. Not Dallas or Houston, but the Tylers, the Longviews, where I spent part of my life growing up. They desperately need improved access to health care. We all know that component about how powerful today is. But something happened to me as I was coming in here today that I think will hopefully instill in you an even greater understanding of how profound it is about what we're about to do. As I was coming in, there was a 10-year-old girl who came up to me who wanted to take a picture with me. And we did, and she told me that she wanted to be a doctor and she wanted to go to medical school right here in Tyler, Texas. What this does, it inspires generations of people to seek access to education in fields like medicine and healthcare related professions that are so rewarding, both financially but also personally. And what you all are doing here today as a community, whereas most of the communities stood up and already shown your participation in this, what you are doing in Tyler, Texas today is making a generational change in the arc of the future of East Texas with the establishment of the first medical school in East Texas. You know, I do want to thank Chairman Eltife for everything that he does for the UT system. It is his sense of drive and sense of vision to focus on missions like this and then make sure that it gets done, that it ensures that the University of Texas system will continue to reach greater heights moving forward. I want to thank also Dr. Calhoun, a man, I don't know if I've known him 20 years, Kevin, but I've known him just about that long. And of course, Chancellor Milliken, who is doing a fabulous job as Chancellor of the University of Texas system across the entire state. And I'm going to be mentioning some things that the state has done that is extraordinarily important to our shared goal to focus on healthcare in rural Texas. So once again, I want to both recognize but also thank Senator Brian Hughes, Representative Matt Schaefer, Representatives Cole Hefner, Jay Dean, and Representative Van Dieber. Thank you all for being here and everything you all do. As I'm going to detail later on, it's amazing what we've done for rural health care. But before I do that, I want to recognize that I don't know if there's anybody here who falls into this category. But even if they don't, we need to recognize them even in their absence because their positions have not yet occurred. But I want to recognize the doctors, the nurses, and the staff who will be the future of the University of Texas Tyler Medical School because they are the ones who are going to be making the change around here. And we thank them for the life-saving work that they will provide to this community every single day. You know, one thing that we have observed, and that is East Texas is growing, especially Tyler, Texas. And as East Texas continues to grow, so does the need for more and more advanced healthcare professionals. I promised the University of Texas system, and I promised the people of East Texas that I would help them solve that problem. And today, they are making history with the groundbreaking of this first medical school in the history of East Texas. Lives will be saved by the new healthcare professionals right here in East Texas. Better health outcomes will be achieved because doctors, nurses, and staff trained here will stay here and will serve here. East Texans deserve better access to healthcare. Now they are going to get it with this hospital. Improving access to healthcare in rural Texas has been a top priority, and we have delivered on that priority. For example, working with the legislature, we authorized telemedicine, which is particularly helpful in rural Texas. I visited the Hunt Regional Medical Center over in Huntsville, and it's remarkable what they are doing. They've already provided more than 25,000 telehealth patient visits, where patients get to visit a healthcare provider from the comfort of their own home. Also, we secured a $10 billion a year addition in Medicaid funding through the 1115 Medicaid waiver, which is essential to rural Texas. We funded the Center for Rural Health and Nursing program to enhance rural health care. And we recently established the College of Medicine at Sam Houston State University, the University of Houston Medical School, both of which target providing greater access to doctors in rural regions across the state. And now today, we are bringing a new medical school to East Texas to address the shortage of healthcare providers in this growing region. Anytime we expand access to healthcare for patients, we also expand research and education. And whenever we combine all those things together, it leads to an economic boom in that particular area. So this project we're about to turn dirt on is a remarkable day for a step forward in access to healthcare here. But as surely members of East Texas and Tyler in particular understand, this is a large step forward in your economic future for this entire region. So I'm proud of the leadership we have up here, but mostly I'm proud of the great people of Tyler, Texas and East Texas for everything you do to make sure that your community gets the care and support that you deserve. In closing, once again, I want to thank Kevin Eltife, Dr. Calhoun, the Texas Legislature, and Chancellor Milliken. But also to commemorate this day, I brought with me a proclamation from the state of Texas recognizing the history that's being made today. And this proclamation goes to Dr. Calhoun.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Governor. We're beyond honored that you would be with us today. Thank you for being here. In 2021, we selected the Tyler-based firm of Fitzpatrick Architects to design our new medical education building. And they're going to work with Gensler, recognized as the #1 architecture firm in the world by interior design, to work on this building. I'd like to thank Steve Fitzpatrick and Brandy Ziegler for being with us today. They're somewhere in the crowd out there. Thank y'all for being here. It will be constructed by HCR General Contractors in Tyler in joint venture partnership with Skanska, one of the world's leading project development construction groups. We're grateful to have Matt Harris, Randy Reynolds, and Tommy Richmond with us here today. And gentlemen, just so you all know, and ladies that work for those two outfits, we expect this building to be brought in on time and under budget. That's what it cost you for the plug. We also want to thank you for working closely with our university staff under the direction of Tyler's Senior Vice President for Business Affairs, Daniel Delott, and UT Systems Head of Capital Projects, Stephen Harris. May God bless all of us who are gathered here today. May God bless the hands that work on this site and keep them safe. And may He bless the most special assets we have, our students who will attend this medical school. And may He continue to bestow a special blessing on the great state of Texas. If you would, at this time, if you would please remain seated for just a minute. The platform guests are going to go first and turn the dirt. And then after the second photo, we would like to ask the mayor, the county judge, the elected state reps and state senator, and Congressman Moran, if you would join us, and Regent Machala, if you'd all join us over there for a second photo. So if y'all would line up, we'll get the photos done. Thank you very much for being here. God bless you. Enjoy the refreshments in the back.